Welcome back to Crazy Gamers Games. I have got a hold of the Killzone, the new Killzones that came out yesterday on Saturday. I believe that was the 18th of May of 2019, and I'm going to do an unboxing of the actual Killzone, the sector Sanctoris. So I'm not going to go over the elites. There's tons of stuff going over the elites and stuff. I might do a video talking about my Adeptus Custodes skill team. I'm playing in a tournament with them on Thursday, so I might do a little in-depth look at those. So here's what we got. A little shiny, and on the back, the two different maps. Got some statues, it looks like. Let's see what we got here. Alright, got some nice terrain. I wonder if this is the British terrain or no, this is the Chinese terrain. This is the terrain that was made in China from 2018. This looks like the back of some statues here. Got some weapons for the statues and the feet. The front of the two statues, they're pretty good size. I mean, if you compare them to my hand, they're pretty good size statues. We got just some Sector Imperialis terrain, some little scatter terrain. This is a mostly, other than the statues, it's pretty much all scatter terrain. Looks like three different frames, two of the same frame, and then yeah, two twos. So there's two of these and two of these, and then there's one of these, one set's for the statues, and then one set of this here scatter terrain. But if you get the expansions with the different enemies you can fight, like the Death Guard or the Thousand Suns or the new orcs, you can get more of the scatter terrain. Not the statues, but more of, like, I believe it's these two sprues. I'm going to be doing an opening of the Death Guard. It's got some Blight Lord Terminators my son's going to use in his kill team. I'm excited about the elites, mostly for the Adeptus Custodes. And then, of course, my Admech Electro Priest. I got some custom ones I'm working on. Doing a pretty much all melee Adeptus Mechanicus kill team, just to see how they do with the Rust Stalkers and the Princeps. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to get all this on camera, but you can see this one has like a debilitated shrine in the middle of it, and this is going to be another piece that can be combined for the Sector Imperialis, like the cityscape. Now, to let you know, I put three of these boards. They match up on one side if you take three from any set, other than the Death World one. They all match up, and that's what we play 40K on. We play on sometimes three, sometimes four of those, and the road terrain, the city terrain, all matches up pretty well on it. It's nice. That way I don't have to have a custom game mat or anything. What we got here? We got some tactic cards that go with the ruins. See what we got here. Zoom in for this. Alright, we got Hijack Proclamation for comms. We got a Strategic Demolition for demo. These are all specific to this map, this kill zone. Then we have a standard burst from the sewers, escape into the sewers, improvised shelter, under the gaze of the heroes, visions of victory, loose rubble. Well, that's 0 command points. Use this tactic at the beginning of the movement phase. Until the end of the phase, subtract 2 inches from the move characteristic of any model that would move onto a fallen statue. I guess that's any of those on there, right there. This tactic costs no command points and does not trigger any abilities that allow you to gain command points. I think that's the first 0 command point I've seen. If there's more, let me know in the comments. Then there's Trapped Rubble, Perfect Arc, and then there's a level 1 combat tactic, and then a level 1 zealot tactic. So they're basically all 4. And you know, they all have different, you know, pictures on the back of where they can be used and whatnot. And then 2 just general ones. And then we got the missions. And this, you know, at home with me and my son, this is all we play. We shuffle all these mission cards up, and then we just pick one and we build it and we go. This is the Sector Sanctoris environment table. You know, on a 1, nothing's going to happen, but on a 2, subtract 1 from hit rolls for models making an attack while they're within 6 inches of a statue. Then there's 3, consecrated area. Roll a d6 whenever an Imperial model is standing on a shrine floor, loses a wound. On a roll of 6, that model does not lose that wound. If it already has a similar ability, this rule has no effect on that model. Desecrated Shrine, subtract 1 from leadership characteristic of Imperium models while they're standing on the shrine floor. Encroaching Battle, this is a 5. At the beginning of each battle round, after the first, roll a d6 for each model within 6 inches of the battle edge. On a 1, that model suffers a mortal wound. And then 6, recover a relic. In campaign game, the player who wins this mission gains 1 material, otherwise there is no additional rule. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And then we got some missions here. We got, let me zoom out for this, sorry guys. We got a Take the High Ground mission for match play, Find the Relic for match play. Then we got 2 narrative plays, Hall of Statues and Defend the Shrine. Then you can see how they're set up. Then they each have, these 2 have their own command point tactics. And these are basically just match play maps, laying it out for 2 players or 4 players with 2 boards. So let's see what else we got here. We got the build book. Basically, Sector Imperialis, building the statues. So, build book, not full color, but, you know, not everything can be full color. And then we have, you know, a little bit of fluff, talks about the environment. You know, that's what the board can look like painted up. I believe I'm just going to paint mine like my regular Sector Imperialis, maybe do a little darker on the statues. I might make the Typhus Corrosion on the scatter terrain real heavy. You know, look like they've been rubble for a while. Not a lot here, just a, you know, a couple pages of fluff, then some pictures. So that is this kill team, Killzone expansion environment, like they like to call it, Sector Sanctoris. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, they range from a lot of different things. I do electronics, I have a lot of projects going. Hit that subscribe button. But for Crazy Gamer Games, I'm the Crazy Gamer. Y'all have a great day.